What's up, Rick? How you doing, man? Good to see you here in the chat. Just getting everything set up, man. We're gonna bust out some TA on Bitcoin tonight. Hope you're doing well. Give everybody a few minutes to get in here. Post the link in Discord. Let everybody know we're live. Guys, if you're just tuning in, if you could smash the like button for your boy, I'd greatly appreciate it. Let me drop that in Discord real quick and then we'll get cranked up when everybody gets in here. All right, guys, so welcome back to another episode of Mass Market. Great to see everybody here. Let me know if you're in the chat for the first time. Appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. Last night we did a stream, Bitcoin time to sell. Is it still time? We'll talk about that here tonight. Kind of go over some TA. Bitcoin did break down pretty nicely like we thought it would from that 20,500 level last night to bottoming out around 20,140 here. So we're going to talk about a little level of support that we have coming up and the potential for bouncing right there at 20,000, which is going to be crucial to seeing if we see a continuation of this downtrend that we've been in, because it's been pretty bad out there for crypto. I see a lot of green on the screen, but just remember Webull resets the charts at odd times, so we are seeing some green on the screen. But a little bit of red day today, a little off day. A lot of it has to do with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's been getting beat up pretty well. So we'll cover that, maybe go over the SPY. Let's see what they were down today, actually, real quick. Crypto Fear and Greed Index coming in at 13. So still extreme fear in the market right now. Dow Jones was down 1.5%. S&P was down 2%. NASDAQ was down 2.9%. So the NASDAQ really getting beat up right here. We do have the Fed watch tomorrow, which I'm going to be really paying attention to. The Fed will be speaking. Anytime the Fed speaks, we need to pay very close attention because stuff can change. We read the article last night talking about how the Fed could potentially put some spirit back in the market after all the FUD that we've been having, but we'll just have to see what they end up cranking up and talking about. I tried Googling some news pieces, but not too much coming out besides the Fed Reserve can't cure inflation by itself. It's true, man. I went grocery shopping today. Price of deli meats was like $7.50 per pound, $12 out the deli. So it's getting ridiculous out there right now, man. Shout out to Benny Eldorado. Good to see you here in the chat, bro. Always a pleasure, man. Finishing up work. I'll turn around on the sound when the event ends. Hey, bro, I hope you're having a good night at work, man. So the current inflation was sparked by fiscal policy. The government printed and borrowed about $5 trillion and sent checks to people and businesses. The U.S. borrowed and spent before without causing inflation. People held the extra debt as a good investment. That the stimulus-led inflation thus reflects a broader loss in faith in U.S. will repay its debts. The Federal Reserve's monetary policy tools to cure inflation are blunt by raising interest rates. The Fed pushes the economy towards recession. It hopes to push just enough to offset the stimulus physical boost. But monetary brakes and a floored physical gas pedal mistreat the economic engine. Raising interest rates can lower stocks and bond prices and raise borrowing costs, cutting into home constructions, car purchases, corporate investments. The Fed can interrupt the flow of credit, but higher interest rates don't do much to discourage people from spending government stimulus checks. At best, the economy is unbalanced. The economy needs investment in housing. Today's demand is tomorrow's supply. So by slowing the economy, it isn't guaranteed to reduce inflation durably. Anyway, even in 08 recession with unemployment above 8%, core inflation fell only about 2.4% in 2007 to 0.6% in October 2010, and then bounced to 2.3% in 2011. At that rate, even temporary curing 6% May 2022, core inflation would take a dismal recession. In 1970 and 74, the Fed raised interest rates more promptly and more sharply than now, from 4% to 9% in 1970, and from 3.5 to 13% in 1974. Each rise produced a bruising recession. Each reduced inflation. Each time, inflation roared right back. So the Phillips curve, by which the Fed believes slowing economic activity reduces inflation, is a broad sense that some recessions and rate hikes even feature higher inflations, especially in countries with physical problems. The Fed will face physical headwinds, plus the Biden administration, Congress will wish to respond to a recession with more stimulus and another financial bailout, which will only lead to more inflation. A recession without the expected stimulus and bailout will be really severe. So higher interest rates will directly make deficits worse by adding to the interest cost of the debt. Reducing inflation was hard enough in 1980 when the Fed debt was under 25% and gross domestic product. Now it's well over 100%. Each percentage point interest rates are higher means $250 billion more in inflation-inducing deficits. So the Fed definitely has its hands full when trying to deal with inflation right now, and it's getting worse and worse year by year, day by day. Gas prices are soaring. So guys, time to sell. Second night in a row we posting this video. I don't see a recovery just quite yet. I think we have more downside to go. We're starting to break to the downside actually. Let's go ahead, change this, and then we're going to jump right into some Bitcoin TA. So right here I got a real microscopic chart, the 5-minute pulled up. Last night right here, we were right here in this area, and we did see a rebound. It rebounded pretty, no, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it was right here. That's where we're watching it. It rebounded pretty nicely, and then started heading down even more. So a nice little flag, bear flag kind of forming here off Bitcoin off the 5-minute chart. Let's check the 30-minute chart. Kind of zoom in on this and see what's going on. So a low of 20,140 today. We're sitting at 20,346. Broke to the downside off that level of support at 20,650 like we thought we would, and didn't hold that 20,500 either. So most likely we're heading down for that 20,000 retest. We came extremely close today. Will we see that by tomorrow? It's possible. But look, things could turn around pretty quickly. So if you're a member in our Discord, we will be posting when the Fed speaks. It's extremely important for you to, if you can, take the time to listen to see what he has to say, because that's going to cause some serious changes in the market tomorrow, either in a good way or a bad way. So there's no real news breaking to say what the Fed is coming out to talk about. Of course, it's going to have to do with the state of the economy. Just no real insider information just quite yet. There's no real news pieces out. The Federal Reserve is hiking too fast, is the American Prospect put out. Let's see this. Inflation is mostly not caused by spending, and the Fed will have no help if it causes a recession. So at the last meeting, of course, we all know they raised interest rates 75%. 0.75%. the largest hike since 1994. Expectations are a similar size hike in July, which we've been talking about here on the stream. Kind of what we thought would actually happen. What's up, Cedric Norman? Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Hope you're doing well. Hey, guys, by the time all this shit is said and done with, you'll be tired of hearing about inflation rates. I'm telling you, man. There's nothing really popping with this article. A substantial chunk of inflation problem is being caused by supply disruptions that the Fed cannot fix. Nothing really significant. I can't find anything about tomorrow, guys. Nothing out about tomorrow. Real quick, check all crypto real quick. See what popped today and what didn't. Bunch of red. Monero's up 1.74%. Lots of cryptos down 2 to 5%. BitTorrent up 8%. The highest I've seen so far. Scrolling down. Terra Classic USD. Wow, up 116%. That's wow. What is going on there? Terra Classic USD. 1 inch network, 16.92%. And Hive is up 55%. So a couple little runners today in the crypto space. Nothing too significant. So Rick, did you ever receive your Luna that you were supposed to get? Let me know, man. So out of the top 10 cryptos, here's how they performed today. Bitcoin was down 1.76%. Ethereum was down 2.73%. Tether was down 0.01%. BNB was 1.77%. XRP 2.94%. Binance up slightly. Cardano still sitting at number 8, down 1%. Solana taking a hit back to $35. 5.63% down today. And then Dogecoin, of course, one of our favorites here, down 5% today, back to 6 cents. So nothing really outperforming the market. Terra Classic LUNC up 40%. Terra Classic USD, that's USTC, is up 116.4%, trending. So let me look at this real quick. Terra UST is a decentralized algorithmic stablecoin of the Terra blockchain that I would totally stay away from. Anything to do with them and Celsius right now, yeah, leave it alone, man. What's up, Brian AJC, bro? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, man, let me know. Let's see what stocks we're actually pumping today. So ANLA pump 92%, LVO 27. A lot of pharma pumping today. Nothing really like we like to play. Let's check out Mullen real quick, and then we'll go over some Ethereum. Where's Mullen at? Let me put it right here at the bottom. You're not gonna be able to see a ticker symbol. I'm gonna put it right here. Yep, so Mullen is approaching that level that we talked about, that $1 level, where I'm looking to potentially scoop me up some. Still waiting for that $1 range. We hit 116 today, so getting pretty close, pretty freaking close. Heading back up now. You might have a retest of the 250 MA right here, 127. Before you head back down, but that 14 is starting to hook, so we'll see what happens. You're just getting a pretty nice bounce at 116, so I'm expecting some lower prices coming here, and I'm waiting for $1 to make an entry point. Let's check out AMC, man. Let's see what AMC did today. AMC Entertainment was down 5% today, down almost another percent after market hours. Tried to break out on Friday, hit 1475, or yesterday actually, and then pretty much erasing those gains right there. So probably coming back for that 200, somewhere around 12 bucks. Currently trading at 13.28. So if you're looking for a quick entry point, it's hesitating to have a big breakout. It's not really. It did break out, came right back in that little ascending triangle we got right here. We probably could level it out a little bit more, but that's pretty solid right there. Probably end up somewhere back around that 200 MA level right there. Ethereum, let's check that out. 1147, looking the same as Bitcoin. Just broke down to the downside. That's why, of course, we put out the video last night. Bitcoin, is it time to sell, man? Because look what's happening in the space right now. There's nothing really holding us up unless the Fed comes out tomorrow and does some saving. We're not going to see too many significant moves here between now and the CPI data for July, which I think is coming out on the 10th. So, you know, we got some time, but it's not looking good. Really not. Now, I think July is going to start off a little slow. The 4th of July, those weekend holidays is usually a time period where everybody's kind of not really doing much, man. So you're not going to see a lot of action potentially for that weekend. But we could be, you know, starting to head back down from this level we're at. 1147 here off Ethereum. We hit a low of 1132 today. So potential to head back to that 1075 range, where you do have some support. Maybe even right at 1,000. You got some pretty good support though at 1,075, and of course 1,000. Then after that it gets a little choppy. Of course, we'll have to see where we end up at. But I'm expecting a little break to the downside once again. I think that's going to affect all the alts and the rest of the cryptos right now. So let me pull up some Dogecoin. We'll check that out. See what's going on there. Was riding that ascending level of support we drew. Popped out of nowhere. Completely broke down to the downside. So looking like that almost 8-cent touch we had could be close to top. So this dude's sneaking in here trying to redeem hot dog. But all my redeems are not working, bro. So I'm gonna have to fix those. Like even for a super chat now, I just get like a little diamond that pops up, and thank you. So I need to get my little boy, my little kid back dancing on the screen, man. So ever since 4 cents, almost all the way to 8, almost 100% play right there. That's a pretty good fucking move for Dogecoin right here. So to see it pulling back, you know, I think we'll start to see that low 6 again. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that kind of for area that I'm eyeing right here, pretty much 6 cents flat, to see if we hold for a potential bounce. And that could come in the form of tomorrow, depending on what happens with the Fed. I'm gonna be, you know, everything I'm basing right now is completely off the Fed. What's he gonna talk about? What's he gonna open with? It's going to be extremely important right here. So you can see that 14 starting to hook. It's about to go underneath that 200 MA. But that 50 is starting to come up. So we'll see what happens. It's going to get pretty hectic out there tomorrow with the Fed speaking. So dude said drop the like. They're out of stock. Yeah, I got to get them hot dogs working, bro. So Solana taking a pretty big hit today, too, as well. Starting to come back down now. Whoa. Sorry about that. I don't know if y'all just heard that, but kids are screaming. So Solana took a pretty big hit today, down 5%. Looking for 33 once again here off of Solana. 33.50, somewhere within that range. We're starting to break down a little bit here now, treating that 35.75 as resistance here in the short term. We'll see if we get a rebound off of that, but really taking a pretty nice dive here tonight. Waiting to see if it drops below this 200 here off the 1 minute. And then, of course, the 5 minute, we're going to start to see where we head. We're pretty much dropping below the 50 right there. So let's move over to the 30. Nothing really holding us up but support down here. Maybe 35, you do have some level of support. So it's kind of what I'd be looking for right there. So Solana, man, taking a little hit. I think it's going to copy what the rest of the market's doing. Pretty steep decline right here. So I'm watching this pretty closely in that 33.75 range. Let me put that right at 75. That could be a pretty good entry point or a good stopping point to see if we hold with the market the way it's going right now. To see if we have a little bit of a recovery here in the short term. 1 hour looking the same. So Solana really getting beat up here. Let's check out Litecoin. Coming in at $53.25. Of course, we got $39.70, 40 bucks down here. Could be seeing a pretty drop, probably back down to 50 flat if everything has a continuation like we're seeing right here. 50 buck area. I could maybe put it right here. 51.33, 35, somewhere within that range. We'll see if that maintains. See if we hold that. Yeah, I mean, looking decent off the 1 hour, 30 minute. You're just starting to get that hump over and that pullback. And we kind of posted that in Discord the other day. I think it was over the weekend. Barrett asked, you know, what we were talking about with potential Bitcoin looking weak. And now we're just starting to hump over a little bit. I mean, we've been hanging around 20,000 quite some time. So we're just waiting for it to see what it wants to do. We're going to break underneath 20,000, probably so, the way the market conditions are looking. But the Fed could, of course, change that around really quick tomorrow. What's up, Vampire Kangaroo? Good to see you, man. O'Reilly? O'Rail? I can't even find that, bro. Is that how you spell it? I seen Luna Classic getting pretty wild last 48. Yeah, man, Luna Classic was that the one that was up 116%? Let me see. Yeah, 113% Terra Classic. It's available on FTX, KuCoin, Kraken. I wouldn't take a shot at it though, but it is producing some pretty good gains right now. It's at 4 cents. I mean, if you want to take a shot in the dark at it, that's a complete FOMO play. But it completely came down from that $1 immediately. Holy crap. Oh, what's up, Viral Video? Says Mass Market. What's up, Holmes? Looks like a real good scalp. Long. I'm hopping in BTC right now. Let's pull up the Bitcoin chart, man. It could potentially, bro, if this is actually bottom, but it's looking weak, man. That's a nice little bear flag here off the 30-minute, bro. Tried to rebound, but it's just not doing it right now, man. And for that reason, I'm going to hold off, man. I think we'll see, you know, maybe a little rally off of this. But I am thinking we see a double bottom at 20,140. Potential 20,000 retest by some point tomorrow. That's kind of what I'm seeing here off the charts, man. I hope that's not what happens, but, you know, it's just looking a little bearish, man. What's up, One Shot? Good to see you, bro. Remember we talked about that 1150 range, bro? About Ethereum the other night. You know, it's just kind of, you know, market's doing kind of what we talked about, man. What's up, Hunter? Hunter Woodward. So would it be wise to wait for Doge to drop a little bit more to invest in the event it bounces up? Yeah, like me personally, bro, I would wait right now to before I'm investing anything. I'm liquid right now in a good bit of my positions, so I think Dogecoin will drop a little bit more. Honestly, you know, it'd be tough to see that 4-cent range again, but it's definitely possible if what happens with the Federal Reserve in July, like what we've been talking about here on the stream. So the Fed speaks tomorrow, so it's very important to make sure to have your notifications set for when he goes live. It would benefit you greatly to catch that if you can, and I'll make sure to post it in Discord. We'll have that video live for y'all in there. Hunter, man, I'm gonna drop you a link to 100% free Discord, bro. If you want to join our community, bro, it'd be cool if you did. Give me 1 second. There's the Discord link right there. So as right now, guys, Bitcoin just looking bearish, man. And that's why we try to come on whenever we see these tops and tell you, hey, Bitcoin time to sell. That's why we put it in these live streams, man. I don't like to be the man to come on and tell you that, but you know, I just tell you what I feel, and usually it's pretty close to what the sentiment is right now. Nothing's popping right now. XRP's 33 cents, guys. Taking a beating. AMC even today, down 5%. Pretty much 6% overall with aftermarket hours. So, yep. Hey, and that's important. That's an important note right there. One Shot. He says, yep. And I hear you, BTC hasn't dropped under 20K yet, though. And that's super important, man, because we need to see if we can hold that 20K as support, especially for tomorrow. You know, nobody knows what the Fed is going to come out and say. Only the Fed. And if he comes out, and a lot of people believe that he's going to come out and kind of chill the market out, and he's going to just kind of calm everybody down, because it's been pretty volatile, both the stock market and crypto. I mean, the NASDAQ was down, what, 2.some% today? It's constant beatings off the NASDAQ, and that affects Bitcoin, bro. If you watch the 3 major stock indexes, that's going to affect Bitcoin too as well. Let's check the futures real quick. Hunter says, bet. Yeah, man, if you could hit that subscribe button for us, man, too, we'd greatly appreciate it. CNN futures. Right now, the future's all slightly green. I mean, barely green, so not too much to go off of, except for what crypto's doing, and crypto's in a bit of a downtrend, pretty harsh downtrend right now. Bear flag off the 30-minute, off the 1 hour, and of course off the 4 hour. 4 hour looking, you know, looking like it's coming down, man. You don't hold 20,000. We're gonna see 18 pretty quickly, so that's the area that I'm eyeing for. If we break pretty much 19 flat, where the tops of these candles line up at, 18.9, 19,000 is probably where we'll go pretty quickly. There's not much in the way after that drop. So you got 1973 and then 19,000 flat before we get a potential 17,500. And that's kind of what I'm betting on here, guys. I'm betting on we kind of head down for a double bottom to 17.5, and then maybe a dropout below that, which would then put us in that channel possibly between 17 flat and 12,000, somewhere within that range. It's going to be really hard to tell where we land if that does happen, just because the way that not the yearly, sorry, weekly, just there's not much support. You were sitting on your only support here, basically. I mean, you have these tops of these candles, but that's not much. You know, your main support's down here at 12,000, where you got multiple tops here. and then some tops from way back in 19. So, you know, pretty much erased all the gains, guys. Just waiting to see what we do. But it looks like here off the weekly, we'll see how we end the week this week. It's looking like we're going to end up red, and we didn't quite get that test of that 200. So, man, if this week doesn't turn around pretty quick, it's going to start getting pretty freaking bearish here if we're getting red off the weekly here, guys. So make sure to pay attention. There's my Twitter link too, guys, here in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Twitter too. I'll make sure to drop you a follow back. So let me know you guys' thoughts. What you think? What do you think the Fed's going to do tomorrow? You think he's going to come out, kind of ease everything up? Y'all let me know. I have a feeling he's going to maybe ease the market. And that could be a potential point to where we can have some pretty nice swing trades. It's going to get pretty volatile tomorrow. So I'd be on the lookout for that. Lots of volatility are going to come when the Fed speaks. So I'm eager to see how the market opens tomorrow. Will we come out slamming out green, or will, you know, we fall another 2-3% across the major indexes? I'll check out the SPY real quick, see where the SPY actually ended up at. 381 off the day. So just nothing bullish right now about this. You know, I could see another step down in the downside to 375 incoming. I mean, there's nothing. You got bare minimum holding you up at 380. You got support. So if you break that 380, 375 is almost a certain. And then after that, you'll have a few little areas after 375 to catch you before you hit 365. But we'll talk about that once we do end up hitting that 375 level. If we do, the market could take off tomorrow. Honestly, could, man. Just depending. All depends on the Fed. How about that Luna Classic? Yeah, bro. It was rocking today, man. I'm not brave enough to go invest in it, but if you have some, bro, congrats. Rick, do you have some, man? I think Rick's had told me a while back he had got some. And look, I'm not saying it's a terrible investment. I'm just saying we all saw what happened to it. So just be careful with it. I treat it like a lottery ticket per se. One Shot says, I think COVID is 20,000, 19K. If we break that, we're probably going to crazy low on BTC, down to 15 in my chart. Thoughts? Yeah, bro. That's what I'm seeing, man. And I kind of put this bigger level right here between, where is it? Let me get off the... Is it right here? Let me get to the 4-hour chart. Between 12 and 17, man, is where I'm thinking. Honestly, I think the market's going to double bottom at 17.5 and fall out, but I'm hoping I'm wrong, man. I'm hoping we take off from here. It's just not looking too healthy. Even before the drop off, you do get some action where everything starts heading back up, and before you fall out. And, you know, we started to get some action. Nothing really popping out the screen, but we'll have to see what happens here over the next couple days to see what happens. One Shot GT coming in hot with a $10 super chat, my friend. Thank you very much, man, for that $10 make you holla super chat. And look, guys, I hope I'm wrong, bro, because I know some people are still invested in the market, and alts are going to take some pretty good hits too. So just be careful out there, and just know what's going on. You know, tomorrow's going to be pretty significant. We need to make sure what's happening. Rick says a little. I need to get that little kid dancing again. I don't like that donation thing. But nonetheless, One Shot, thank you for that $5 super chat, my friend. Appreciate you showing love, man. Really do, man. Small channel, but we appreciate the love, man, nonetheless. So, let me see what's popping right here. Give me 1 second. I read a pretty decent article too. SEC may have good news for Bitcoin. The crypto collapse has increased calls for regulation as SEC Chairman Gary Gensler calls for one rule book to protect all trading. The calendar may say it's summer in Northern Hemisphere, but it's winter in the crypto world. The rapid collapse of the cryptocurrency market has left many investors stunned while boosting calls for regulations. Gary Gensler, chairman of the SEC, shared some of his thoughts about cryptocurrency with CNBC's Jim Cramer during an interview on the Squawk of the Street. Key attributes of a security. We'll first make notes of this. Many of these financial assets, crypto assets, have the key attributes of a security, some like Bitcoin, and that's the only one, Jim, I'm going to say, because I'm not going to talk about these other tokens. That was quoted by Gary Gensler. My predecessors and others have said they're a commodity. He added there's a lot of work to be done to really protect the investing public, and many of these tokens right now are trying to operate they're potentially non-compliant, and he'll leave it at that. Gensler told the Financial Times that he wanted one rule book on the exchange that protects all trading regardless of the pair, be it a security token versus security token versus commodity token versus commodity token, to protect investors against fraud, front-running, manipulation, as well as transparency. Then he goes on to talk about a Congress turf war, stating that he told CFTC is picking up political momentum to regulate crypto markets directly under a bipartisan bill called the Responsible Financial Innovation Act, sponsored by Senators Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming and Christian Gillibrand of New York. Among other things, the bill would shift authority to CFTC, which would ensure that cryptocurrencies are treated as commodities instead of securities. The crypto industry would need to finance the CFTC to regulate the industry and take on the myriad of new responsibilities related to virtual assets. The turf war is on, and given the controversy swirling around the crypto world relating to stablecoins, DeFi, and NFTs, there's little doubt that a winner will soon be declared. So let's see what else he talks about. SEC must take the first step. Amy Lynch, a former SEC regulator and president of Frontline Compliance, said there are no current proposed rules of SEC spring regulatory agenda that speak specifically to cryptocurrencies. However, it may not be that the SEC that takes the first step in regulating this market. She said Treasury has taken the lead on this forum, and it may end up being the Treasury that comes out with regulations for stablecoins before there's any further specific regulation on other cryptocurrencies, and it may work the opposite direction. In any case, Lynch added the SEC and Treasury, as well as the CFTC, the National Futures Association, and Financial Industry Regulatory Authority must all work together on regulating crypto markets, which is what makes it difficult from a regulatory standpoint. So maybe some regulations coming down the hill. We don't know quite yet. We'll see. But I am expecting them to come sooner rather than later. Short term, still thinking. I ran across more stimulus checks maybe coming to Cali. Yeah, and it was for gas, man. That actually broke the other day. Let me see what they're talking about. I know Cali's been giving them out like hotcakes, bro. Let's see. Residents of California could soon see $1,050 stimulus checks hit their bank accounts. Let's see what they're talking about. To say that Americans need inflation relief would be an understatement. These days, consumers across the country are buckling under the weight of higher gas prices, food costs, and rent. And given that many people depleted their savings during the early stages of COVID-19 pandemic, they don't have much cash reserved to tap to help cover higher bills. Now, last year, when Americans were struggling due to higher levels of unemployment, lawmakers stepped in with a round of federal stimulus checks. This year, that doesn't seem to be in the plans, largely because unemployment levels and low in job growth have held steady. But in some states, taking stimulus matters in their own hands, and California is one of them. In fact, based in the recently agreed upon a budget deal, California households will soon be in line up for a $1,050 stimulus funds, and that money could provide a world of relief to tough economic times. California drivers are facing the highest gas prices in the country, and many parts of the state are notably expensive due to sky-high housing costs. Now, residents of the state can anticipate relief thanks to a $17 billion relief package. California residents who are single and earn less than $75K a year will be eligible for $350 stimulus checks, and those who are married and file a joint tax return making under $150K a year receive another $350, and taxpayers with dependents will get an additional $350. All told, qualifying California households could receive a stimulus check worth $1,050. But while the program is targeted toward lower earners, moderate and higher earners will get a piece of the pie too. Single taxpayers earning between $75,000 and $125,000 will be eligible for $250. Married couples who earn between $150 and $250 will be eligible for another $250 on top of that, plus $250 for a dependent. So all in total, that's $750 per moderate income households. Family single earnings below between $125 and $250 a year will be eligible for $200 stimulus, and then married couples between $250 and $500,000 will be eligible for $200 plus a $200 payment for dependents. So higher earners can still qualify for a $600 stimulus. So regardless, you're gonna have some coming back at you, man. So I would be watching for that. Yeah, you know, we live in Louisiana, bro. Louisiana's broke. We ain't gonna see no more stimulus checks. No more stimmy checks coming our way. But hey, bro, you know, they're gonna give it to you, take it. So Bitcoin looking decent here off the 1 minute charts, guys. Not looking bad. Starting to have a little pump right here. See what happens. Starting to pump a little bit. Got over this top. Got over that top right here at 360. Trying to have a little breakout, trying to have a little move right here, but nothing too significant, guys. You'll know tomorrow when stuff really starts moving. A breakout for me to be pretty bullish again, which could lead you to a pretty good swing trade, would be a break above 20,425. So I'll mark that here for the short term. There's not much in the way at all in this area. Between $100 or so on Bitcoin here, so you might see a little move, you know, 1-2% quick swing trade, but we'll see what happens. So guys, just be on the lookout for the Fed tomorrow. It's gonna be super important, man. We will be posting it in Discord. If not, I'm sure some people will be playing it, but we will have the recording, the video link posted in Discord for y'all, so y'all can pay attention, because tomorrow's gonna get pretty volatile, man. Could be some pretty good buying opportunities coming up here. So for that reason, you know, I could turn a little bit bullish here in the short term, just depending on the type of news that comes out tomorrow. So definitely be paying attention for that, guys. But as of right now, crypto's still in a downtrend, coming off a bear flag off the 30-minute chart, and nothing really popping back to the upside just quite yet. So things could change tomorrow. We could be talking much greener pastures this week if we see a continuation. But as of right now, guys, just stay locked and loaded, and make sure to pay attention to what's going on in the market. So that's what we got for y'all tonight, man. If y'all got any stocks or cryptos y'all want me to go over real quick, I can, of course. But if not, I'm gonna probably look to hop out of here and give me some rest. But you know, it's tough out there right now, guys. Crypto winter is upon us. The bear market is here. Buying a dip will treat you extremely well down the road, when everything starts to explode again, which is coming. You know, just the current state of the market might take it until, you know, throughout the rest of the year like this. So just have to pay attention to see what the Fed ultimately does, man, because the Fed is controlling the markets right now. So if you need me, guys, I'll be in Discord. I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight for another episode, and I'll see each and every one of y'all tomorrow night. So